And our guest, who is the head of Steve Loomis, who is the head of the Patrolman's Association here in Cleveland. Good to have you with us, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
So you really believe that the governor should change his mind about suspending the open carry law for the course of this convention, correct?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, because it's the right thing to do. I don't want to hear that we can't do it because we're doing it in a 6-block radius around the hard zone. So if you're telling me that you can't do it, then that implies that the delegates' lives are more important than the police officers' lives and the folks outside the moated gate. We don't want to divert the very limited resources that we have by watching people that, good God-fearing, law-abiding citizens that have an open carry. That's going to draw our attention in this, this tragic world that we're living in right now. And we want to have all our resources looking for the truly bad people that are going to come out here. So,
what's the mood among police officers here in Cleveland right now? Are they worried?
They're worried. They're heartbroken. We feel that we're out here on a limb by ourselves. We're looking for leadership, whether it's at a state level through Governor Kasich. And if he can't do it legally, then he can help us do it. And
you make a great point, though. I mean, why can they legally suspend it within the perimeter of the convention zone, which we know they've already done?
The correct answer is because the sterile zone is under federal law because of the Secret Service detail around Mr. Trump and Governor Pence. But let's see what his actual answer is.
You can't carry any sort of gun into that zone. And yet, when you go outside that perimeter, he says this. Let's put his statement up on the screen as we wait for this news conference to get underway. He says, law enforcement is a noble, essential calling, and we all grieve that we've again seen attacks on our officers. Ohio governors do not have the power to arbitrarily suspend federal and state constitutional rights or state laws, as suggested. The bonds between our communities and police must be reset and rebuilt as we are doing in Ohio so our communities and officers can both be safe. Everyone has an important role to play.
Yeah, that's a well-written political statement.
It's not a political statement. Mr. Kasich, Governor Kasich, and his public information officer eloquently stated the limits of his powers as governor. It's the law. It's the Constitution. And he has absolutely no authority to do what is being asked.
There's no basis in reality that the governor could very easily declare a state of emergency and act with executive powers according to our attorneys. So we're just asking for help. I'm not an attorney. I don't know what the law is.
That's probably the only factual statement that Mr. Loomis has made. He does not know what the law is, and he's a detective with the Cleveland Police Department and the president of the Cleveland Patrolman's Association Union. Go figure.
And if the governor can't do it, is not willing to do it, then he should be willing to help us do it because we know it's being done at a federal level in a 6-block radius of that hard zone. And again, the delegates are no more important than the police officers and the men and women and the protesters and the supporters of Donald Trump that are outside the gated moat and the security of the hard zone. So we're asking him to do the right thing. We're asking for some help.
Do the right thing, translated by Mr. Loomis, is we want to make our jobs easier by suspending the citizens' fundamental and constitutional rights.
We desperately, in this country, we need leadership that's going to step up and help and put this down. This notion that police officers are the enemy is absolutely insane to me. What's going on right now, and think about what's going on right now. It's based on a police-involved shooting in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 4-time convicted felon with a gun in his pocket fighting with the police. It's a false narrative.
The false narrative is he is attributing actions of violent felons who should not be in possession of firearms to those law-abiding citizens that have firearms. So he wants to punish us instead of going after the traffickers of illegal weapons, the felons in possession of illegal weapons. So maybe he should actually really do his job instead of advocating for the abridging or infringement of our fundamental and constitutional rights.
that Black Lives Matter and the new Black Panther Party, they were here, threatening to kill us last night when they were marching on the 3rd District here in the city of Cleveland. You can't go and, freedom of speech is one thing, but you cannot go into a theater and scream fire. And I believe...
Probably the second correct statement he's made. Not all rights are absolute. There are certain limitations.
Believe that that's what's going on right now. I think that we can make that argument that you're going into a crowd of people and you're